How's it feel?
I'm so nervous.
Yeah!
Someone made me laugh because they asked me, they're like, how do you, like, shave your mustache? And I was like, I totally get it. I actually have melasma, you guys, and a pimple. It's from the sun, so you'll have to obviously wear sunscreen and be careful. And I have another pimple, but it's actually not. It's my melasma. And I take care of and treat it, but yeah, no, it's there. That's me.
It's a warm June evening in New York City. The lights glitter across the Hudson River, and the air is thick with anticipation inside the elegant ballroom, where tonight's Songwriters Hall of Fame ceremony is held. The world hadn't seen a moment quite like this before. As camera flashes popped and the crowd leaned forward in their seats, one name swept through the venue with waves of applause. Selena Gomez. At just 33 years old, she was about to make history. People talk about full-circle moments. For Gomez, this wasn't just a milestone, it was a sonic revolution. The Texas-born singer, actress, and producer has never been a stranger to the headlines. But on this night, she was not the latest chart topper or pop culture phenomenon. She had become, officially and forever, the youngest woman inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, breaking a long-standing record set by none other than Dolly Parton. The scene in the ballroom was electric. Industry heavyweights, fellow inductees, previous Hall of Famers, and devoted fans mingled. But the spotlight zeroed in on Gomez as she rose from her table, her mother's hand gripped in her own. The journey to this moment had felt, as she once described in an early lyric, like a long road paved with lyrics and lessons. She smiled through misty eyes, her voice unwavering as she greeted the sea of faces. There were whispers before the announcements. Could it really be? Would Selena Gomez, known for her confessional pop, emotional vulnerability, and unwavering authenticity, be crowned with such a coveted honor at such an unprecedented age? Yes, and not only would she accept this distinction, but she would set a new benchmark, breaking the record of the legendary Dolly Parton, who held the youngest woman title at her own induction since 2001. Dolly Parton, who entered the Songwriters Hall of Fame at 35, famously paved the way for women in songwriting. She picked her stories from the heart, wrapped them in melody, and sent them out into the world. Her induction was a beacon to countless women navigating a boys' club industry. To this day, her work remains a masterclass in narrative craft. But every legacy needs new fire. For years, the music industry and the hall itself had been critiqued for not reflecting its growing diversity of voices and experiences. While Dolly's record endured for over 2 decades, young women emerging in the industry often found their impact underappreciated, their contributions undervalued. Enter Selena Gomez. What separates Gomez from many of her peers and predecessors is not only her knack for melody or her ability to helm a global brand, but her commitment to authentic storytelling. The world met Selena Gomez as a child, one half of the sisterly duo on Barney and Friends. Then came her Disney Channel breakthrough as the spunky, mischievous Alex Russo in Wizards of Waverly Place. But as she transitioned from child star to full-fledged musician, it was clear Gomez wasn't going to be just another pop puppet. Songs like Who Says, The Heart Wants What It Wants, and Lose You to Love Me weren't just chart successes. They were personal narratives, intimate confessions set to melody. Gomez was never shy about using her music to discuss mental health struggles, heartbreak, and self-empowerment. In a 2021 interview, she confessed, "Songwriting has always been therapy for me. It's where I put the truth I can't say anywhere else." Behind the hits were her own words, her own pen, often working alongside icons like Julia Michaels, Justin Tranter, and many others, but never as a passive participant. Gomez always made clear, these weren't just songs. They were fragments of her soul. Selena's induction at 33 didn't just rewrite the Songwriters Hall of Fame annals. It sent needed shockwaves through the music world. Dolly Parton herself, always generous, sent a congratulatory message that was read aloud at the event. Selena, honey, when I was your age, I was still finding my way. You have shown millions what it means to share your truth and turn it into art. Keep shining. For many watching, especially young women, women of color, and those who felt displaced or ignored by the music machinery, Gomez's achievement was a door kicked wide open. Selena's induction is bigger than just one career, music journalist Linda Holmes wrote the next morning. It is a signal not to overlook women who are living out their stories and translating lived experience into songs the whole world sings. Selena Gomez's contributions to songwriting aren't limited to her own albums. In recent years, she's become a sought-after collaborator, using her voice and pen to amplify stories across genres. From Latin pop anthem Taki Taki to raw, introspective ballad with indie artists, Gomez has proven herself chameleon, eager to learn, grow, and give back. She's also broken barriers as a bilingual songwriter. Her 2021 Spanish-language EP, Revelation, drew from her Mexican heritage and told stories in both English and Spanish. It debuted in the top charts and was praised for its vulnerability and sonic richness, an entrancing listen for any language. Selena's ability to cross genres and cultures and do so authentically is rare, Latin music producer Marco Reyes remarked. She brings her full self to each project, and it's the sincerity that resonates. As the limelight shines on Gomez, what's often hidden from public view is her meticulous writing process. Former collaborators describe late-night studio sessions fueled by tea and laughter, notebooks crammed with lyrics, voice memos filled with half-sun ideas. She shows up with pages, not paragraphs, joked one longtime co-writer. She's never out of ideas. There's always another story waiting. Gomez herself sees songwriting as both a privilege and a responsibility. You're not just writing for yourself, she shared. There are people out there who don't have a voice, who don't feel heard. If your song gives someone comfort or strength, then you've done something good. Her songs often deal with themes rare for chart toppers: chronic illness, mental health advocacy, empowerment after loss. When she released Lose You to Love Me, she thanked not just her fans or her therapists, and she advocated for conversations around healing and self-acceptance in the wake of heartbreak. Each lyric, she explained, was as much for her as it was for anyone listening on the other end. What Gomez's induction means for the industry extends far beyond personal triumph. It challenges old stereotypes, that you cannot come with depth, or that pop lyrics lack substance, or that female writers require male validation. Her presence on that stage is witness to a changing conception of what makes great songwriting. She's also quick to lift others as she rises. Through her Rare Impact Fund, Gomez provides mental health resources and opportunities for young creatives. She's spoken openly about struggles with lupus and her own journey navigating public scrutiny, always returning to music as her safe haven. Some days you don't want to write because the world feels too heavy, she confessed a Hall of Fame crowd. But that's when I write the most, because there's always been someone on the other side of that song who needed it. As much as her moment was about setting a new record, Gomez never forgot those who paved her way. She's often cited Dolly Parton as a primary influence, not just for her music, but for her refusal to accept industry limitations.